Quite often I get to thinking how as kids we got by. Like at Christmas time at our house, we couldn't even afford a fire. But we made do with what we had back then when I was young. Dad used to suck a peppermint and we'd all sit around his tongue.
Hey guys, Jonah here, back with day 2 of the Advent calendar review. We have a nice clean glass up here, some other propaganda stuff that maybe we'll need. However, yeah, it was a bit hectic yesterday, but we got there in the end. Oh, this is where the calendar doesn't quite hold up sometimes. I remember having this problem last year. Oh, come on. No way. I tipped it forward yesterday. For some unknown reason. There we go. Come to the front this time. You bad boy. I don't know, is it just me or does it seem a little bit flimsier than last time? I know at one point I had it like vertical, and I might change that, you never know, but you have to get your hands right in. Right, wow, what's this? Oedipus. Cool. P and Oedipus. This one's called Mash Blond. Looks like. Oh. I got to get used to having this camera over this side. It says it is a mashup with our friends at Patronaat in Harlem. Booyaka. Now, Harlem, I'm almost certain is in Harlem in Holland, not Harlem somewhere else. Where is Oedipus? I can't remember where they're from. My God, my eyes are going absolutely, completely bonkers. Right, I get it right in your face. I can see there's a pregnant lady there. Come on, dude. Come on, focus. There we go. The temple in Amsterdam. So, what have we got? Jesus, I'm going to hold my hand steady as well. Malted barley, malted wheat, flaked oats, hops, yeast. That is all we need to know. And it's a blonde beer. It's pretty psychedelic. So this is a mashup, obviously. Right. Let's put these back up here. I have to move it a little bit. You never know. Into the glass. Day 2. And we're into the mashups already. Wow. This highlights one of the problems with having nothing in the fridge. And I did speak about this. Let's give Beer52 some love. Their lovely glass, which is exactly the same as last year's glass. I had a look. Well over a finger's head. I'd say that's probably 2 fingers head. And this is a very small glass too. I think this is a 250 glass, and that's a 330. Lovely fluffy white head though, look at that. Ooh. Looks like Christmas. Wow, no hoppage at all, and it's kind of, I mean, it's sort of hazy, but sort of not, somewhere in the middle. Cheers and beers, guys, to day 2 of the Advent calendar this year from Beer52. Wow. Wow, that is really unique. that is a bit like, what were those things? A sort of Anchor steam ale type thing. Tastes a little bit like cream soda. If you've ever had that, I'm sure you guys must have had that. Not heavily hopped. Tiny bit of kind of citrusy flavour to it. Considering it had so much head, it doesn't taste very carbonated. I'm sure it is carbonated, but it doesn't have that thing you get with lagers that are really cold and chilled. So this, what I was saying earlier on about not having a beer in the fridge, this is the good side because you don't get that carbonation burn that you get on some beers, especially ones I've had lately. They tend to be a bit over carbonated. Wow, that is so bizarre. I think maybe it's the oats and the wheat. In this case, giving it a creamy taste. And because it's not very heavily hopped, that kind of creaminess really comes through. It's not sweet, it's quite dry. That's the weird thing. So maybe that's kind of where the lemoniness is coming from. Because cream soda is obviously incredibly sweet. Even if you get the diet version, it tastes sweet. This doesn't. This tastes quite dry. It's not bitter though. It's very odd. I like it. See what we get with the finish. And look at the can. I mean, the can is psychedelic, man. Mash Blond from our Patronaat and Oedipus. There we go. Let's turn it that way so you guys can kind of see it in the back. It kind of blends in a little bit to the box. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, similar kind of palette. Yeah, really interesting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would call this necessarily a blonde, but it's definitely a kind of blondie colour. That makes sense. Oh, I better do a photo for the front of this video. I was a bit off centre yesterday, so let's try and get something in. I'm looking at my thing, try and get the Beer52 in there, nice and central, and a stupid face to boot. Always good. You'll probably have seen that picture on the front of this video. Cheers and beers. Let's dive in with some more. It's been a Friday, so I have had a few beers. I had a couple of beers up. Well, when I say a couple, I meant 4. So I had 4 beers with some of the guys from work. Not 4 pints, you understand, but 4 beers. So this is my 5th beer. And this, I mean, this is a really nice beer, but it's different. Like, this is the good thing about something like this. When you have an advent calendar and you don't know exactly what you're going to get on what day, you get really nice, pleasant surprises that come up. And it gives to the kind of wonder of Christmas, if you know what I mean. Cheers and beers. Oh, the other thing is Beer Company. Now I will name and shame them. Beer Company. I bought one of their Advent boxes on Saturday last week. And bear in mind, this is Friday today. And I paid extra because, well, you have to pay next day delivery. And it hasn't arrived yet. So it's good. If it arrives tomorrow, it will be a full week. And in the UK, we have had a postal strike, only covering 2 days. So 2 posts were cancelled. So that's still 5 days. Where has my package got to? It's annoying. Well, I can't. I've missed the beginning of Advent basically. So sorry. Beer52 does have a few failings, which I've highlighted in some of my reviews, but gets a real thumbs up from me for this box. Really good. Beer Company, I would love to try their beers, but they haven't arrived, so I can't review them because they haven't arrived. So unfortunately, Beer Company, you've let me down. But Beer52 says on the glass, come up trumps. And okay, you know, I totally accept that there are some things that aren't too great, but I've got beers on Advent. I'm doing reviews. That's exactly what I want. And I buy these, I don't get given them for free. So Beer52, once again, you have come through for Unclejona. Dear viewer, if you like this series of beers, it's going to be 24 in a row, please click like and subscribe on the video down below, and tune in tomorrow for day 3. No idea what it is. Usually this is where I get a bit paranoid and I have to start thinking about, oh, how can I link beers together and that kind of stuff. Another beauty of the Advent box is it's been done for me, so I don't get a choice in what I'm going to get. Guys, this has been Unclejona. Shalom to you. Merry Christmas. We're into December now. Don't forget, if you haven't bought your Christmas prezzies already, you should definitely think about doing it soon. We're fast running out of delivery days, especially if you've got to wait a week for delivery. Anyway, please tune in for tomorrow. We'll see what we get. And yeah, this has been day 2. Shalom.